Okay, let's start with something that might really make you pause. What if your child's birth made you question everything you thought you knew about race?
It's a powerful starting point.
It really is. And that's the journey Thomas Chatterton Williams takes us on in his book, Self-Portrait in Black and White, Unlearning Race. Our mission today, to pull out the most game-changing insights from his experience. Practical wisdom that could genuinely reshape how you think about identity.
And Williams brings real weight to this. He's a contributor for the New York Times Magazine, a respected public intellectual. His story isn't just personal, it taps into much larger questions about race today.
Right. So let's get into that first big shock moment for him, the one-drop rule.
Yeah, the idea, deeply rooted in American history, that any known Black ancestry makes you Black, period. He grew up with that reality, like many.
But then his daughter was born, fair skin, blue eyes.
Exactly. And suddenly, that whole structure, that logic, it just didn't compute anymore. It sort of cracked open for him.
It forced him to see race not as this fixed biological thing, but as a story.
A narrative.
Precisely, a narrative we collectively uphold. And you see how that narrative, while so powerful for so long, really starts to crumble when faced with, modern families that don't fit neatly into those old boxes.
He has this line that just cuts right to it. It is not that I have come to believe that I am no longer Black or that my daughter is white. It is that these categories cannot adequately capture either of us or anyone else for that matter.
That's the core of it. It's a profound realization, isn't it? What happens when the labels just don't work?
It makes you wonder, if you start choosing identity beyond skin color, beyond bloodlines, what even is race then?
Yeah, where does that leave the whole concept, especially in the American context? It really pushes you to think.
Which leads perfectly into the next big question he tackles. Can you actually unlearn race? I mean, should you even try?
That's his central argument, really, that race is a social fiction. There's no biological basis, despite how real its consequences are. And his time living abroad in France played a big part.
A huge part. Raising his mixed-race family there, outside the specific American context, seems to have made the categories look even more, absurd, arbitrary.
It makes you look at the language we use. He asks, what does it say about us that the most common means we have to describe ourselves rely on categories that do not and cannot manifest on human flesh?
Right. It's a powerful challenge. What are we actually describing when we use these terms?
So what happens when you just stop letting that checkbox tell you who you are?
Well, that's the leap, isn't it? Moving from intellectually agreeing race is a social construct to actually actively questioning its role in your own life, how it still shapes things, maybe unconsciously.
And this feels like a good moment to mention, this is Mindful Moments, our YouTube channel. We offer AI book analysis, summaries, critiques, really aiming to inspire reflection and rational thought on topics just like this.
Definitely worth checking out for more perspectives.
So Williams decides to step outside these categories. But that's not easy, right? What's the risk involved in remaking yourself like that?
Oh, absolutely not easy. He talks very openly about the pushback, facing ridicule sometimes, reverence other times. It was complex.
People felt he was betraying his Blackness or just didn't accept his choice?
Both, it seems. Discomfort from different directions. He really puts his finger on how sensitive and fraught these discussions around identity are right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't a simple I opt out kind of thing. There were real social consequences.
Does he wrestle with the idea that for some, rejecting these labels might feel like dismissing shared history or struggle?
He acknowledges the discomfort is real on all sides. He doesn't present it as a simple solution, more like a necessary personal navigation.
He has another really strong quote about this. At various points in my own life, I have been laughed at scathingly for calling myself Black. More recently, I've been berated for rejecting the label. Both reactions are less than comfortable. But such discomfort may simply be, for now and the foreseeable future, the occasional levy placed against the act of self-definition. I think it is more than worth it.
Wow. That takes courage. To say that discomfort is worth it for the sake of defining yourself?
It really does. It's a powerful statement about agency.
And it leaves you with a pretty searching question, I think. What would you risk to be truly, fully yourself beyond the labels others might give you? Maybe that's the ultimate takeaway.
A question to definitely sit with. If you want to explore this book further, start with my 5-minute viral moments, then dive into the in-depth analysis. Next, the summary, ending with the comprehensive critique.
Lots more to unpack there.
Discover genre-based book podcasts at Mindful Moments. Subscribe and nourish your mind on the go.